or what caused Sonny to become the subject of strange rumors. That he'd gone crazy on muta and psychedelic mushrooms, that he'd joined up with leftist terrorists, had served time in a shithole Nicaraguan jail, was working with Guatemalan refugees in southern Mexico, or was in a monastery in Jalisco. Take your choice. It all sounded unlike a Canal Street fixer with scars in his eyebrows and a coin-jingling rebop in his walk. That's why I was surprised to hear he was back in town, fading the action again and putting deals together at the Pearl, where the old green-painted iron streetcar made its turn off St. Charles onto the lovely hard-candy glitter and wind-blown, palm-dotted sweep of Canal Street. When I saw him hanging in front of a game room 2 blocks up, his tropical suit and lavender shirt rippled with neon, he looked like he'd never been under a hard sun or humped an M60 or rucksack in a jungle where at night you burned leeches off your skin with cigarettes and tried not to think about the smell of trench foot that rose from your rotting socks. Pool room blacks leaned against parking meters and storefront walls, music blaring from boomboxes. He snapped and popped his fingers and palms together and winked at me. "What's happening, Streak?" he said. "No hap, Sonny. You didn't get enough of free fire zones? The city? It's not that bad." "Yeah, it is. Drink a beer. Eat some oysters with me." His accent was adenoidal, like most blue-collar New Orleans people whose English was influenced by the Irish and Italian immigrations of the late 19th century. He smiled at me, then puffed air out of his mouth and cut his eyes up and down the street. He fastened his eyes on me again, still smiling, a man gliding on his own rhythms. "Ouch," he said, and stuck a stiffened finger in the middle of his forehead. "I forgot. I heard you go to meetings now. Hey, I love iced tea. Come on, Streak." "Why not?" I said. We stood at the bar in the Pearl and ate raw oysters that were briny and cold, with flecks of ice clinging to the shells. He paid from a cash roll of 50s in his pocket that was wrapped with a thick rubber band. His jaws and the back of his neck gleamed with a fresh haircut and shave. "You didn't want to try Houston or Miami?" I said. "When good people die, they move to New Orleans." But his affected flamboyance and good humor weren't convincing. Sonny looked worn around the edges, a bit manic, and maybe fried a little by his own velocity, the light in his eyes wary, his attention to the room and front door too pronounced. "You expecting somebody?" I asked. "You know how it is." "No." "Sweet pea chason," he said. "I see." He looked at my expression. "What? That's a surprise?" he asked. "He's a bucket of shit, Sonny." "Yeah, I guess you could say that." I was regretting my brief excursion into the illusionary pop and snap of Sonny Boy's world. "Hey, don't go," he said. "I have to get back to New Iberia." "Sweet Pea just needs assurances. The guy's reputation is exaggerated." "Tell his girls that." "You're a cop, Dave. You learn about stuff after its history." "See you around, Sonny." His eyes looked through the front window onto the street.